Morning, guys. William here with Patriot Containers. Got to my desk today and I noticed one of these Pinocchio companies got another complaint. But after reading it, this is an old complaint from 5 months ago, and the customer has come back to edit the complaint and bring it current. And like I say in all my videos, once these companies get a complaint that's newest and current, they purchase fake 5-star reviews to come in instantly to start covering it up and pushing that complaint down. It literally has already started within minutes. I think I've made a review on this a while ago, but it just goes to show with what these companies do to you guys and how they play innocence and they're not accountable. And I'll read it, okay? So remember, this original first part I'm reading is from 5 months ago. The reason I know that is because the company that sold him the container responded 5 months ago. The reason it's new is because at the very bottom of his original complaint is an update. So it says, took delivery of a 40-foot high cube container, 6/23/25. Driver submitted pics in wide angle, showed what looked like surface rust. Upon delivery, it was discovered to be more than surface rust, more like deep pitting, metal flaking off. No visible sunlight inside the container, but some rusting on the roof inside and out. Obvious signs of water intrusion. Hinges will be compromised, as you can see in the door frame to the backside of the rivets holding the weather stripping. Sold as wind and watertight, but not up to the grade bought from other brokers. We contacted the vendor prior to unloading the container. The vendor rep, the girl, suggested we come up with an acceptable discount while only offering us $100 to $200 off. We suggested the price for an as-is container is $600 less. She said that was way too much. I asked her what would happen if I declined the delivery, and she told us we would be sent to collections. I've said this in the past. In fact, it's this exact review that I can't believe. This is the same company that says we do payment on delivery. Well, if they deliver you a piece of crap and you don't pay for it, the reps at this company are saying, well, we'll send you to collections. That's crazy. In 13 years of selling containers, I've never heard of that up until this company. This company is scum, by the way. So in an effort to end the standoff, we countered with $300. She consulted with her management and called back with a $100 offer. Pics attached of screenshots of what the driver sent, and the later ones are mine. And at the end of this video, I'll upload pictures. A couple things wrong in this complaint. That was his original complaint. Let me get through this really quick before I comment on all this. So after that complaint, the company responded like this. Dear customer, I'm truly sorry to hear that about your recent experience. This is certainly not the level of service we aim to provide, and we'd really appreciate the opportunity to make it right. We will be reaching out to you directly by phone to better understand what happened, to work toward a solution. Our goal is to make things right and ensure you are taken care of. Your feedback is important to us, and we're committed to doing better. Oh my God. You know what I noticed about these complaints? These companies don't want complaints. But the system that they have is designed to create complaints. If you are lied to upon your sale and a container takes forever to deliver, which this customer is not stating, but they deliver you a horrible container with holes. They told you they have a lifetime warranty. They told you they have a money back guarantee. They told you you'd be 100% satisfied. And they said everything it takes to take your money. But when they deliver you a rusted out piece of junk that is cheap, by the way, I know exactly when you see these pictures, I know the rep that works for that shipping line. I know the rep that works for that shipping line used to work for a depot in Southern California, and I talk to him on a regular basis. I don't purchase his containers because, like I said in previous videos, is they only inspect up to a certain standard, but their containers are cheaper. The reason I told that rep is I said, and I don't want to say his name, but I said, hey man, like I can't buy your containers anymore because you don't inspect up to a certain standard that I need. So I never know if I purchase your cheap containers, my customers are going to get containers like this. That's why I can't sell them. And he understands. I do, however, buy new ones from this shipping line because to me, new is new. Whoever gives me the cheapest new one is going to get my business. But in the end, this customer got a horrible container with insanely amounts of rust. It leaks. It has damage. It's rotting. It's an old rotted container. I'll show you pictures at the end of this video. But these companies, when they get a review like this, they make it sound like they're so accountable and they're going to do everything for this customer to make a resolution and to solve this mystery. Well, the mystery is the company sold them a piece of shit container, but probably sold him something nice in his head. And he probably felt so secure with giving them his business, and then he wasn't. So he's stuck with an 8,600 pound container on his property that is rotting and leaks. And all they want to do is offer him like a measly, so that was the company's response. So the reason why this came up is, and it's current now, is because he made an update which brings it back to the top. And it clearly says this, update. I was sent a patch and a $200 rebate. A patch won't work on the door hinges, and the $200 rebate wasn't enough to get us down to an as-is condition container. Rain gets in around the door because the door frame is uneven and rusted through in places. Still a 1 star, even though the rep called and asked me to delete the review. These companies deserve these reviews. If you mislead your customers in the very beginning and don't do anything that you said you were going to do, and you deliver them a rusty old container with holes, and you slap them in the face with a stupid patch that's obviously not going to fix doors, and a $200 is nothing on an 8,600 pound container that's useless to your customer. You could make things right, but you don't. And you state in this response, oh, we want to resolve this, but you don't resolve it. So 5 months later, this customer updates it, basically saying you haven't done anything. You sent me a stupid patch and you gave me $200, and then you're asking me to take the review down. It's like, these companies do the exact opposite of what they're telling you guys. So anyways, in a few moments, I'm going to show you pictures of this container, and it looks like shit. I know where they bought it from. I know what their invoice says. I know the rep that they deal with, and I've known that rep for, I don't know, 13 years, and I don't understand why companies do this to you guys. It's disgusting. Anyways, guys, here's those pictures.